And I want to be clear for people to understand that you're also coming at it from a perspective that a lot of public adjusters are not even aware of. Like how the large loss game is like, it's almost like you're just playing in a
Oh,
different stadium. It's like
oh,
it's almost a different sport.
yeah,
Could you, since you've worked residential before, could you
yeah,
pinpoint some of the differences that you find in residential compared to large loss? Like that reinsurance example was really good. And what about
sure.
making sure you have a large loss adjuster, making sure you have somebody
Oh,
like you can't just have your normal desk adjuster handle this because that's a freaking disaster. So, what are some of the key differences that you notice from normal residential claims to large loss claims?
well, I mean, 99% of the time we'll get a claim and then they'll switch adjusters about 2 seconds because they want to have some experience to deal with the public adjusting firm, which I get.
Which is great.
We're very fortunate that I this once again, this may sound strange. I think we have a really good reputation on the other side for being fair and being trustworthy and being honest. And that goes a hell of a long way when you're dealing with these large losses. Um, I get the same 50 or 75 adjusters all the time on a claim. I have one adjuster who's on a portfolio all around the country that will have 4 or 5 claims a year with them. And we have a text going, hey man, blah, 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 blah. And it's you build those, and this may sound once again out of the box, but building a relationship with those guys on the other side to make their job better and give them less headaches is a huge thing as well. Okay.
Yeah, that side of it I've always found is it's a lot better. I mean, my next question to follow, but I want you to finish with that. But the relationships that you build with the
Yeah.
carrier and with your clients is so important. But I have found that dealing with the large loss adjusters with somebody who's just got some experience under their belt,
Yeah.
it's a much easier. The
Oh,
whole process in general is more difficult, but at least that relationship, God, you poor guys who deal with the small residential claims and dealing with a different desk adjuster every other day, and it gets changed, and there's a new person there, and this and that. It's really nice sometimes to just deal with somebody with experience and with
yeah.
somebody who's you've worked with before.
Yeah, I mean, that's all part of it. I mean, the biggest challenge we have is like a Lloyd's policy, right? We have claims that will have 8 or 9 or 10 carriers on the Lloyd's policy. And, Travels will have 40% and Amico will have 15%. And I want everybody to understand that. I have one now in Texas that I'm working with that it's our third claim with the same group. And literally it takes them 6, 7 months to get stuff approved because you're dealing with 11 different underwriters, 11 different reinsurances. And it's got to be perfect for all that money can come out. And if one of them falls behind, it takes forever, and your client gets upset. And I get it, but we're doing everything we can because we don't have. I can't talk to the Lloyd's guy, right? Or it's a third or fourth hand down the road. So that's a lot. So keep in mind these large losses. It's just
Yeah.
not you and the USA guy making a deal for 50 grand. You're talking about multi billions of dollars being exchanged, and somebody sitting at the desk who's a bean counter going, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you got to look at that when you're putting this stuff together. And the more garbage you put in your claim, the harder it's going to be. So it's
You
it's
know,
a thing, man. Complexity is a thing, and patience is a thing. And you can't communicate with your client enough, nor the insurance company enough, man, to document all that. So it's not, once again, it's not for the lighthearted, but we've learned, and we're growing every day. It's just I'd rather just do a lot. I'm not going to kid you. Residential claims, and they're so much more difficult because there's no risk involved, right? Insurance companies aren't going to get sued for 50 grand. They'll get sued for 10 million, not for 50 grand. So
Well, so I'm glad. So we mentioned so far the large loss adjuster. You're going to be dealing with a different adjuster than you normally deal with. And that I like that you brought up the excess insurance. So that is true. Yeah, a lot of times in these large losses, you do have more than one insurance company, and you have to figure out how much does this insurance company have? How much does this
yeah,
insurance company have? And you, as a public adjuster, we have to make sure everybody's sort of in communication to make sure that that one is paying 15%. I've just got one now. It's a little bit simpler. It's 50-50, but I've got one who's already paid their 50%, and the other one is just holding on to it because they want more investigate. They want to investigate more, and it's just an absolute waste of time. But that's what you have to deal with when you deal with the large losses.
yeah. We have several with 8 to 10 on them, so you can just
That's
imagine.
intense. That's
Yeah,
intense.
it's a lot, bro. I'm not going to kid you.
Um, Tell me about relationships. This is something that I feel you are a freaking master at, my friend. So obviously, I think a reason for your success, one of the many reasons, is your relationship that you've built with the carrier. One thing that you and I have always agreed on, like there's no reason to go to an inspection with an insurance adjuster and be a dick. Like there's no reason because we have to communicate. We have to get together so that we can better serve the insured.